Hey everyone, welcome to Shimmer Girl Talks. It wasn't my plan to really discuss the Renee Good tragedy. You all know that she was the young lady who lost her life to an ICE officer on January 7, 2026. She tried to use her vehicle as a weapon, and the officer reacted as a law enforcement person would do in that situation. And what I'm seeing online, well, I should say the liberal media, they are spinning that story every which way. Even the woman's wife was like, he deleted her because she was queer. That's a whole lie. But the reason why I decided to address this is because Black people, this is not our fight. It's not our fight. You have white liberals fighting tooth and nail for illegal migrants. Not to mention, you have these liberals who are fighting for people who are not American. And it's not Black people's fight because they, and by they I mean the Democratic Party, are trying to send in other ethnicities to replace Black people. Now, I am not a political channel. There are other political channels, conservative channels, who can explain it a whole lot better than I can. This woman losing her life is tragic. I feel bad for her and her family. But, what's that saying? You fool around, you F around and find out. I don't know why these people are putting themselves in harm's way for, again, illegal migrants. We can't go to those other people's countries and do what they are allowed to do here. And the fact that you have people acting like America is so bad, the fact that you can do these types of protests lets you know that we are in a free country. You can't do this in a lot of these other countries. I mean, you could maybe do it in England, typically more westernized countries, but you sure as heck can't do it in no Middle Eastern country, and maybe even some of those Hispanic countries, without getting your head split open. I think a lot of the law enforcement people here, with this particular situation aside, I think that they are very lenient on these protesters and these illegal migrants, which is why these protesters can do what they do, because they know that the police, a lot of times their hands are tied because of the public outcry. You could be a whole criminal, and if the public deems you a victim, you could be a criminal and a victim at the same time. Let the Democrats tell it. So I just wanted to address that Renee Good situation really quick. I'm sorry that this happened to her, but if she did not put herself in harm's way, she would still be on this earth with her child and with her wife. And again, for her wife to say that the law enforcement person took her out because she was queer, that's dishonest. And if you listen to the liberal media on this situation, they are so disingenuous and dishonest about this whole situation. It's like gag inducing. Oh yeah, one more thing before I close out. There's footage of her mocking Charlie Kirk after he got assassinated. And notice how, even though I'm not a Democrat, I can't stand liberals and Democrats, but notice I could still have sympathy for this woman who lost her life. You don't hear me on here laughing about her losing her life in such a way. That's the difference between the conservatives and the liberals. And what the liberals don't seem to know is they're going to lose even more people when they compare how they act versus how conservatives act when something like this happens. Now, you might have some outliers out there who are laughing at this woman losing her life like that, but I would never. I don't agree with why she was out there, but I'm not about to laugh at her demise, you know. So I just wanted to bring that up.